Hey everyone, welcome to week 9. I want to take a few minutes to go over everything that you need to work on this week. So first thing, of course, when you go into the content, go down to the week 9 module and take the week 9 attendance quiz. Once you do that, you'll have access to everything else for the week. First thing you'll see is the review of week 8. Give that a brief look over. Remind yourself what we covered last week. Then you're going to see a video. Right? The next subtab will be a video, which is a follow-up to the week 8 discussion. So remember, you're not going to do the follow-up in this week's journal. This week's journal is going to be a little different. But I still wanted to give you a follow-up on the discussion. So watch that video and it will go over the poem that you looked at for the week 8 discussion. Then we have a lesson going over chapter 18, writing about persona and tone. Remember, we're wrapping up with a poetry unit here. So go over the PowerPoint for chapter 18, and then there's a video lesson that explains the PowerPoint. Then we have chapter 19, writing about poetic language. Again, there's a PowerPoint and a video. And then you're going to see a subtab that has a video and a handout that gives you an overview of the reflective essay that you will complete in week 10. I highly suggest looking at that subtab. Look at that handout and watch that video. Week 10 is a short week. You only have 4 days in week 10. That's not a lot of time to get your essay prompt, prepare for it, and write it successfully. So in that subtab, the handout shows you the prompt that you will have to write about for the reflective essay. This gives you more time to start thinking about what you want to write, start planning it, right? You won't have access to the actual reflective essay assignment until week 10 begins. So you can't type it up and submit it early, but you can start preparing for it, right? So definitely take a look at that subtab. And then you have the homework assignments for week 9. Of course, we have journal 9. There'll be a video in the instructions explaining how to complete that journal. It's due Sunday, 11:59. And then you have an assignment called Writing About Poetry. Right, just a little wrap up to our short little poetry unit. There'll be a video in those instructions as well. That assignment's due Sunday at 11:59. And then of course the week 9 discussion. Watch that video explaining what you need to do. Try to have your first post up by Thursday night, and then respond to 2 classmates before the discussion closes Sunday night at 11:59. Okay? If you have any questions about the week 9 material, or if you run into any difficulties of any sort, please reach out to me right away. Otherwise, you guys are free to go ahead and get started.